Back in week 1, the Raiders won a shootout in their first matchup against the Chargers. Can Los Angeles even the score? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Turn to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. On play action, Fields. His throw incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 down at the 33. Off play action, Fields. And he He's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 12 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. You know, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Play action. It's Fields. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 62 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
From the 40 now on second down, Mayfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 1-yard gain.
Brings 2nd and 9.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Watch QB drop.
To throw, Mayfield. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw is Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Here's Fields. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chargers ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
14's the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, man up.
Here's Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Quickly into the hands of Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Chargers, nothing. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down. Back to throw. Fields rolling to his right. Open man completes it to Claypool. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. De'Ami Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So, you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the 2nd half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Here's Mecole Hardman. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. More from L.A. in a moment.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good. The position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another first down. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On third down, Mayfield. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On first down, it's Fields. Right side, Claypool's got it.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Now it's Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
More from L.A. in a moment.
From the 10-yard line, here's second and goal.
One more time with Jacobs.
Bulldozes past him. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to get a score back. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Here's Hardman on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mayfield, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Ashton Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Mike 14. Mike 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Raiders.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields.
He's going to go up top again. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mayfield down. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Allen's got it complete, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Mayfield trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
48 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. Second down, Jacobs once more.
Fighting him off. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Runs over it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
It's 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here on target to Hurst.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially